Hey guys, Buddy Valastro here, and today I'm going to show you how to take your average sugar flour or your store-bought sugar flour to the next level. Now, I have a bunch of beautiful flours here. I didn't make these, I actually bought them. How do you take this peach flour and elevate it? How do you take it to the next level? And that's what I'm going to teach you right now. Because I see a lot of people post things with flours, and 99% of what it's all about is the pop, the color, the little touches that take it to the next level. So here we have a peach flour. I'm going to show you a little bit, and I'm going to show you two ways to do it. So I'm going to take a little bit of petal dust, and whenever you're putting petal dust on top of sugar flour, I like to use a flat brush, and I just kind of hit the edge of the flour with it. And I'm just kind of going in one direction, just brushing the petals of the flour, and I'm really going hard on the edges so that they get like that darker look. They look like, you know, almost like the burnt tips of a rose. And I'm just gonna keep going back and forth, brushing it in. So now look at that. So now I'm going to take this and let me add a little bit of green to that. And now I'm going to go down inside the flour with the green, just for some depth and color. Well, this is just a whole nother level of detail that you're adding to a cake. You know, this is going to take your cake from an average cake to something that really looks amazing. I mean, look at the difference of the flours. Okay, so now that's one way of doing it. I'm going to lay that there. Now we're going to use the airbrush. This is a quicker way to achieve what we want. So sometimes I'll just do that, okay, so that, you know, right off the bat, you look at this, right, and you look at this, it elevates it, right? It just looks different. Or you might want to do the whole flour. And with the airbrush, if you go in closer, it's going to be darker. If you come out lighter, it's going to lighten it. So you see how I'm getting the edges a little bit lighter and a little bit more shadowed, where the center is darker. So going in closer, pulling out a little bit. So this one, I airbrushed a little bit more in depth, put a couple lines in it. Now this I'm gonna do something a little crazy. I did the airbrush, but then I'm just gonna go hit the edges with the petal dust. So you can use both techniques in one if you want, just to add a little bit of color. The petal dust is really nice. It's, I think, even easier to control than the airbrush. But, you know, when you take an orchid that's got a little bit of color to it, or a plain one, it's night and day. So if I have a white flower, sometimes what we'll do is we'll go ahead and airbrush them. We'll let them dry, and then I'll go back and petal dust them so that I'll have a really wow, impactful design. So we're gonna take this little cymbidium orchid here. We'll use this beautiful pink geranium. I like this color. So this, I'm just gonna add a little bit to the edges. And if you go along the veins, right, all the veins that you do in a flower will pick itself up. Take a little bit of green. Do the bottom of the petals with a little bit of the green. Making the sugar flowers is great, but what really sets them off is how you color them. You really want your sugar flowers to be wow. You gotta color them good. Take it to the next level. So this is like that bluish green hydrangea that everybody loves. It's one of my wife's favorite flowers. And it's all about layering the colors on there. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steam it. And that's gonna actually set the color, and it's gonna make it a little bit shiny. Huh? Not too bad. I mean, again, you gotta have an eye for color to do this. I don't think it's necessarily hard, but it takes time to learn, and you gotta know your boundaries. You're gonna mess up. You gotta see what colors go. You gotta see what colors in nature work. That's essentially it. I'm gonna place a couple flowers on this cake here. Whenever I put my flowers on, I always try to find like a front so that you can angle things the way you like it, right? It's all about the angle when you put it on, the way you kind of lean it on the cake. It becomes like an art to how you put the flowers on the cake. And that's about it. Just my little spin on how to take regular plain sugar flowers and take it to the next level. A little bit of petal dust, a little bit of airbrush. Make your flowers come to life. Do me a favor, please. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Put some comments in the comment section. If you want to see more of my videos, click over there. Thanks for watching.